Happy belated Mother's Day and happy Mom's Month to all the moms listening. Today's bite is dedicated to you. And if you're not a mom, then share this bite with your mom, your aunt, grandmother, or even your mentor. Check it out. Hey everyone, today I'm sharing on a conviction that I had about moms while listening to a Stephen Furtick message. He was preaching on John 2 verses 1 to 11, which is all about Jesus' first miracle when in attendance at a wedding, and his mom stirred him on to turn the water into wine. Jesus at this time had not yet kicked off his ministry. He and his disciples, along with his mom, were guests at a wedding. The wine was finished, and Mary turned to Jesus to say, "They have no more wine." Jesus then responds to say, "Woman, why do you involve me? My hour or my time has not yet come." Mary doesn't argue, debate, or explain to Jesus, but instead turns to the servants at the event and tells them to do whatever he tells you. Jesus then obliges and performs his first miracle, which then kicks off his 3-year ministry, which culminates in him dying on the cross and being raised to life again. And while listening to this preach, it occurred to me the significance of Mary's role as Jesus' mom. She influenced Jesus, stirred him on, and kicked off his ministry or purpose to save the world. A purpose and ministry that stands the test of time and is still making impact today over 2,000 years later. Also, not only was it just a mere point of obedience on Jesus' part toward his mother, but it also reflects the authority she had over him, despite the fact that he was God incarnate. What the scripture highlighted for me is the vital role we play as moms, the authority that we have over our children, which we should not take lightly or misuse. We have God's permission by virtue of our role to have authority over our children. Authority to guide them, mold them, discipline them, teach them strong values, lay solid foundations, disciple them, and we have the responsibility to love them, nurture them, and raise them to be future kingdom leaders. In addition, just as Mary ignited or kicked off Jesus' ministry and purpose, which has generational impact to this day, we as moms have to realize that we too have the important responsibility in making our children succeed. What are we telling our children? What seeds are we sowing into their lives? We can make or break their future. We can ignite or stifle dreams, goals, purposes, and ministries. We can cause them to stagnate, delay their success, or we can be the reason why they take off, soar, and succeed. We have a huge responsibility in praying for our children, instilling confidence in them, teaching them to love themselves, speaking life and success into them, and believing in them. Jesus' mom believed in him and made others obey him. She put him in a position of authority at the wedding by telling others to follow his instructions. Every person I know that has succeeded, there's a backstory of how their mom believed in them and never doubted their abilities, giftings, and talents. Being a mom isn't just about keeping a human being alive or instilling good values. It's about being a custodian of God's creation and ensuring that his creation flourishes, thrives, multiplies, has dominion, succeeds, and worships him by fulfilling their God-ordained purposes. Jesus needed his mother to kick off his ministry, and I believe our children need us to do the same for them, to believe in them, harness and develop their strengths, talents, and giftings, and then give them not just permission, but the authority to succeed, to flourish, and to soar in their God-ordained purpose. Moms, you are valuable. You are significant. You have authority and responsibility in your role as a mother to believe in your children, take your children to another level, and to influence and ignite their success. Be safe, take care, and God bless. Well, it's time for a beauty bit. Today's beauty bit is women glow differently when they see themselves the way God does. Be perfectly beautiful you. Bye.